Greetings. I want to talk briefly about Briffauls Law, or as I'm going to call it, B's Law for short. Now, some in the MRM Migito believe in B's Law, others however cringe at the concept. Now, whether it is an instinct amongst women or a result of gynocentrism, there is no doubt that society today resembles Briffauls Law, not just in the realm of divorce. So whether you want to take that and regress it to its origins in biology or not, well, that is up to you. I want to talk about the consequences of Briffauls Law, though. The biggest concern that I have heard of Briffauls Law is that it will become the new patriarchy theory. In other words, it will become a somewhat irrefutable theory that creates a victimhood mentality. First of all, Briffauls Law is largely rejected. A Voice for Men did a debate over it, I think a few months ago, and found that I think it was something like 9 were against it and 1 were for it in the debate. Furthermore, if you do a Google search for it, you will find that there's only something like 10,000 hits or something, so it's not exactly something to fear at this stage if you do. As for the so-called victim mentality, I believe this is also a little over-exaggerated. Briffauls Law is largely interpreted as being situated in relationships and perhaps even socialization. Patriarchy theory, on the other hand, is all-encompassing. Furthermore, it also has the get-out-of-jail clause of patriarchy hurts men too, which makes patriarchy impossible to refute or even question its expanding reach. It is no more refutable than, say, the flying spaghetti monster. It is only when we do the same with B's Law, such as a male not taking responsibility for his actions, that it becomes somewhat problematic. I, however, do not see that. I do not see a victim mentality in the MRA or the MRM. I see victimhood, which is a different thing altogether. There is a difference between men are always victims and men can be victims too. As long as the message is the latter, I don't see the problem. What is more, if it does become a sort of patriarchy theory, I don't see the problem, because it is more closer to the truth than patriarchy theory itself. Indeed, in many ways, it liberates women in that it gives them acknowledged power. Furthermore, at this point, I don't really care if the pendulum swings back. Men cannot possibly treat women anywhere near as bad as women have treated men because of gynocentrism and the fact that they use their children child-making capacity as a sort of hostage. So I won't be losing any sleep. But yes, I do believe in Briffauls Law, B's Law. Maybe not like a fundamentalist, but I do believe that modern day society is reflectant of B's Law. I also don't blame everything on Marx. I think feminism of some sorts was always inevitable when you eliminate cultural taboos or restrictions, such as introducing no-fault divorce or eliminating religion. Women have a sort of innate inferiority complex, perhaps linked to the fact that men have created and maintained much of civilization. When this is exaggerated with their in-group preference, it causes havoc, and what we have right now. And yes, it has become institutionalized. Let me ask you this. Is it a coincidence that women have become single-parent mothers, child therapists, teachers, psychologists, sociologists, psychiatrists, lawyers, and even now religious clerics? The answer is no. Feminists did it deliberately, and by feminists I mean both capital case and lowercase. Now, now in the 21st century, they have feminist judges, even radical feminist judges, doing everything in their power to break up the family. They advocated for single motherhood because they wanted to change or even eliminate masculinity, a gender side, if you will. They do it consciously and subconsciously. They have created a society that reflects female nature. I mean, think about it. How much power does a CEO really have? He can't really propagandize Neither, for that matter, can a politician, to the same extent as, say, a teacher or a single mother can. I recently saw in an article about how a Swedish hockey player is not going to the Olympics. In this article, he denigrates masculinity as evil, something along those lines. I'll link it to you, but this is what is going on, and we need to wake up to it. Single motherhood is just a concentration camp for feminism, and it doesn't matter if they are capital feminist or not. That is what it is. We are living in the feminist paradigm, and I don't know if there's a way out of this. Either way, thanks for listening. Let me know what you think in the comments section. Do you believe in Bees Law? Or do you think it's exaggerated or not true? Thanks again.